I
Ooh.
I am eating yogurt, so
We're back,
FYI,
baby.
that's what
So we'll pin you and highlight your sound.
Pin her video.
All we're gonna hear is
That's why I've been like covering my mouth because it's like yogurt. It's
What do you
like
got,
not
Chobani?
cute. Yeah, Chobani Flip actually.
oh
Delicious.
Genius.
Which one? Which one?
Almond cocoa. Loco
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, pin her video. Pin her
Did you
video.
say that smells
In
good?
it.
Christy, a timeout. You said that smells good?
No, I said that sounds good.
Oh, okay.
Did I not tell you that I have
Christy's right here.
Ba, ba, ba. We had our first house guest over yesterday, and it was William McLaughlin. He came over to our house yesterday.
Whoa.
We made brownies. Oh my god, wait, I'll go get them.
Oh, these are disgusting.
They looked like pieces of shit. I couldn't
We had
get
to make
over
a
it.
bag of fake shit for a sketch that we're filming tonight, and let me pull it out. It does.
They're fucking disgusting.
So it was intentional.
We made two,
Okay.
the sketch is called Will Eats His Own Shit. And
Okay. Yeah.
Will, you gotta go method or nothing.
Yeah, what's the premise of that sketch? Like, what is the plot?
That looks dehydrated. Whoa, come on.
Yeah, I know. It's
Up that water intake. That's a floater.
Eat some fiber, Will. Eat some fiber.
Look at that.
Caroline,
Put it away.
enjoy your yogurt while we talk about this.
I couldn't have been happier with the results.
so yesterday, Will came over and we made 2 things of brownies, and then when they were done, we had to roll them into little shits, and then we let them sit overnight to like stale.
To firm up.
Now it's a big bag of fake shit in my house.
You should drop that on someone's front door.
Yeah, if you don't like put that to good use after the sketch, it's gonna be this a huge waste. Come on.
Well, Will's
you
gonna
should
have
just
to
start
eat it.
laying them down across 20.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Will's
Yeah,
gonna
There's a
Will is
serial
eating it.
shitter on Muhlenberg
Wait.
campus.
I so desperately want you to give some of those to Max so he can plant them around the ATO.
They don't need fake ones. They don't need
Who
fake
the fuck
ones.
took a shit
got
on the
real
first
ones.
floor?
Why does it taste like chocolate?
Or
Why would
an
you
alternate outcome is they don't say anything.
It's your house. That's what we're
Honestly,
asking
if
you.
it's the ATO house, someone will walk by it, look at it, and go,
Yep.
and then just walk upstairs.
Yeah, so Will eats his own shit. Come see the next Fun with Science show.
Plug.
I know I did that as if I'm in Fun with Science. I'm not. I was like,
Gang.
"Hi, guys."
Will, do it and you're cool.
That's basically what the sketch is about.
Nice.
The sketch is like, we decided as a group, we were like, we want to do more group writing. We were like, let's be like more together and do group writing.
And that's
So-
what we collectively produced.
No.
You collectively wanted to see Will eat his own shit.
No, we were group writing and we were pulling up the Google Doc, and Alex Gannett is like home. He's like not on campus. So he was like on the doc already, and we were all like sitting around like getting together, and Alex types into the Google Doc, Will eats his own shit. And then they kept going. So
Thunder's Oz.
Will, Owen, and Alex started writing a script for Will Eats His Own Shit, and it's disgustingly meta and horribly bad and so funny.
And 72
Oh my
pages.
god.
It'll be his biggest break.
It's a full-length film script.
Yeah,
It's so funny. We were usually like, we're like, let's stay away from crude humor, but that, I don't think I'd ever laughed harder. It was so funny.
Can't wait to see
We're
it.
happy to get up way too much. It's
Some of Will's lines, Will's like the character that's not in on it. So like we're all like, come on, Will, eat your own shit. And then like Will's just like, he's like, guys, like, why didn't you like consult me before you like wrote this? Like this is like cool. Like, I don't know why you guys are making me do this.
Oh, it's like meta. Like the sketch is about. Got it.
yeah.
So like Owen, the sketch is Owen comes into rehearsal and he's like, I have an amazing idea for a sketch. And we're all like, what is it? And he's like, Will eats his own shit. And then like we're all like, wow. And Will's like, wait, guys, like, why are you like
They're like genuinely uncomfortable.
my own shit? There's a line where Owen's like, okay, Will, like time to eat your own shit. And Will's like, guys, like, wait, seriously, like, why do I have to do this? And Thomas goes, well, I would do it, but the script says Will eats his own shit.
You'll see. It'll
Will, way to take the director's notes.
yeah.
You are a dream to work with.
I mean, I've been, digging through septic tanks all week to prepare for the role.
Good.
You could have just gone to the ATO house. You went to the septic tanks? Nah.
Sure.
Oh my god, you should have gone to the Phi Sig basement last year where
Yeah,
the
I got
basement
him.
flooded with shit.
I heard about that.
I did not
We
hear
I
haven't
literally
even
had
had
to
that.
shower at friends' houses and apartments for like a week. It was horrible. And I had to go to Wawa to pee because I couldn't pee anywhere else.
Really gross.
It happened in like the middle of the night. So
That is
Anyway.
Oh my
nice.
God.
that was my last semester on campus ever. So
Wait,
that was a really great
Did
ending.
out of the shower, like up the drain, or like where's the shit?
No, just the basement.
But it's gross.
Yeah.
Oh God.
The basement is just where all these like old like 90s memorabilia thingies and then our
That's
laundry
so
is.
cool. So
Um,
cool.
In turn.
Well, yeah.
Caroline, I heard that you guys are having an in-person commencement.
Oh, yeah.
At the PPL Center.
At
That's
the
fun.
PPL Center,
Cool.
baby.
Allison and Finley were like, why can't it just be outside?
That's weirdly what I was thinking.
I was like, it's always outside, so why can't it
Yeah.
be outside?
They were like, okay, so obviously the only option here is to go to downtown Allentown and have the PPL Center host you guys. And
Yeah.
everyone was like, that's not the most obvious solution.
Then they're like, limited seating. I'm like, again, why can't we be outside?
I can't tell you. Yeah. Yeah. I have so many
Good
thoughts.
news,
about
though.
it,
That must have
but-
felt good to be like, at least you get to have an in-person commencement.
Yeah, at least it's not like virtual or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm pumped. Woo.
How's that yogurt?
I put it away because I'm embarrassed to eat it.
We're talking about shit.
It's because you're eating it with a
Also
fork.
that.
What? When we were making the brownies, we were all like so excited to eat them, and then we were eating them, and then we were also simultaneously rolling them, and then Will was like, "I've lost my appetite," and then we couldn't eat any more of the brownies.
Yeah. I'm like weirdly turning into a vegetarian. I don't mean to be at all, but like meat has been grossing me out.
What meat?
So I already don't really eat like red meat or pork or anything. I just like
Caroline's
really
coming
like
out
it.
to us right now. I'm done with meat.
Oh.
Get it? Anyways, I'm gonna shut up for the rest of the call now. I'm done, guys. Thank you.
No, Riley, that was good stuff.
That's
Well,
Okay,
a
I just take a
I forgot
second.
about your
to
last name.
process.
I got them. They just pour out of me. I don't know how I do it.
Oh, so it was a wiener joke?
No, you wouldn't get it.
I'm horribly offended.
Okay. Cool. Cancel me. Do it. I dare you.
Easy. At
Join me
Muhlenberg,
on the dark
easy.
side. Riley.
Oh my
Anyway, Caroline.
Oh yeah, to answer your question,
No more meat.
it's often chicken. And then I
What?
used to love salmon, and then I made myself a delicious salmon-based dinner, and I took one bite and literally threw out my entire dinner because it was like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I used to love meat, and now I don't.
I
Hashtag
think that, like
Caroline,
chicken is the
no
only
meat.
That's
chicken.
what Bloomberg does to a woman, honestly.
No, I don't know. Like I'll take a bite into like a delicious piece of chicken, and I'll get really grossed out by it. So
Why? Did it bark at you? Are you thinking about the noise that it makes? What do you like?
No, it has nothing to do with the fact that it's an animal. I really don't care. I don't care that it's an animal. I can still eat chicken nuggets. I like chicken nuggets though. Those haven't gone yet.
It's only certain kinds of ways prepared.
Is it meat that looks like the actual animal, or is it just like, so you can eat a chicken nugget, but what about a chicken wing?
Well, I don't eat anything with bones in it anyway. Like,
So you
I
eat
haven't had a
boneless
chicken wing
wings?
in years. I literally only will eat boneless wings.
Does that mean you don't go to Buffalo Wild
Chicken
Wings?
nuggets.
No, they have boneless wings.
I think that I don't think I talked about it with this group. I definitely talk about it in Info Science, how unhealthfully obsessed I am with Buffalo Wild Wings. I think Buffalo Wild Wings is the coolest place. I think it's so
B-dubs.
cool. I didn't even know it was a sports bar. I had no idea it was a sports bar. I would go there.
I think coming from you, that's probably the most surprising pick.
Yeah, I was like,
Really? I
That
love
restaurant
Their
is
food
geared
is so
towards men.
good.
It's literally geared towards men. Their commercials are like, grab your cock and get in the bar.
I like didn't know. I like the
Also,
one
they
that I
give you
looked
a crown sometimes if you ask for one. So I'm imagining you sitting at a booth by yourself and they're just trucking over wings to you, and you're just
That's literally
Yeah.
what happens. Like my sister and I will go. Like the closest Buffalo Wild Wings is an hour away. So whenever we do anything in like the civilized part of my area, we'll like go to Buffalo Wild Wings. You're just spending like $25 there. But Lord have mercy, do I love that place more than I could love my own child? Like I love Buffalo.
really,
Wild
it's
Wings
like
so much.
Hooters without the jugs. Like, what is
It's
there?
so- It's just so good. Like the food is so good, and
Hooters has better wings. I'll give him that.
like
Yeah,
I
but
love
I think
Buffalo
it's called
Wild Wings.
Hooters and Buffalo Wild Wings, and they still showed them up. They literally opened a restaurant for boobs.
And the food is somehow better than a restaurant for food.
It's for, like
Get them out of my face. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see the boobs. Disgusting.
my uber Catholic family. Like I have so many memories of going to Hooters, and like my
As a
Catholic,
family?
no, as like a family, like my not just like my family, like my extended family.
Wow.
And I, like we would go to Hooters, and like for some reason that's totally acceptable, but God forbid I wear a tank top in church or
That's-
miss church. But Hooters,
Church
if
have
I'm
the
getting
Grandpa
wings-
Dunn likes things a certain way.
Exactly.
Why are you having your family reunions at a Hooters?
they weren't reunions, they were just get-togethers.
You had your confirmation party there.
You're a woman, Caroline.
Oh my
Like
god.
them.
Like them.
I'll
See?
take 6
They have
boneless
big
hot wings
knockers.
with a side of breast.
You too will have big knockers one day.
But
God
only
said
if you
so.
pray. Oh my god. Wait, this is related to Catholicism. Recently my mom somehow unearthed this video, this promotional video that my Catholic school did when I went there and I was in like 7th, 8th grade. And it's this like 8-minute long video of like why I love Our Lady of Hope Catholic School.
Oh, no.
And it would take forever to unpack the video, but it really is
Hooters involved?
hilarious. No, unfortunately not. So it's copyright issue. But it was just so many kids who clearly their parents had no idea this video was being filmed. And it was literally like someone on like an iPhone like this, like filming up
love
close to the kids. And she's like, what do you like about Our Lady of Hope? And the kids are like, I like it. This is a direct quote. I like it because we get to pray, not like other public schools. And then like there's so many digs at public school, and I was like, they really
probably
fed
not
us.
crazy.
Like
Public
God.
school like shapes your whole entire existence.
Thank
I'm
God I
like-
went.
Yeah.
Do you
I
guys
could not be the
say,
person
like,
I
the
am.
pledge? Do you guys went to public schools, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not say like the pledge like under God, like at the beginning of every day? Like
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Every morning.
that was fucked.
We did. And then when like we didn't, you get yelled at. If you,
Yeah,
like,
for real.
Sorry, I don't love America at 7:30 in the morning.
Literally, it's like
I'm
7:30 in the morning. You're like,
12. I have not done my history homework.
Yeah, take a chill pill. I'm in
Jim-
geometry. It's very early. I have a headache.
Literally,
the
we
last
used
thing I care about right now is God and America.
yeah, literally.
literally would like feed us pizza at 10 a.m. and milk, and then we just go run around in gym class after we worship God in the morning. And then it's like, why is this generation messed up? We're
It
funny.
was funny whenever you got your schedule. Like you were like, I'm fingers crossed I don't have lunch at 10 a.m. Like,
Oh my god.
Gym at 9:30, and then you just smell all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kids who would be fucking sweaty all day.
I
from
hate
gym.
motherfuckers.
They told you they gave you a locker for clothing. Change your shorts. Danny.
Oh, they smell
God
like
damn
shit.
it, you smell like shit.
I can confidently say I don't think any of us were tryhards in gym.
I didn't have to take
No.
it.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to.
Fuck you.
I didn't
Yeah.
even
Look,
Lame.
Ball, soccer.
No, it was literally just 6th grade.
Max
Sixth grade-
seems like the kind of person that would yell at me if I didn't try hard enough in a sport. He'd be like, come on. He'd be like, we're trying to win. And I'd be like,
I would get mad. Sixth grade was a pivotal year for me athletically.
We did unpack that last week.
Look, visit the last SIP podcast if you want to hear more about my athletic career.
and on
All I'll say
last
right
week's
now,
episode,
Go back.
I didn't have to take gym in high school. I was in a nursing program, so I didn't the only gym that I took, it was 25 days out of the year. We got to stand outside and walk the track, and that was our gym.
that's sick.
It was
Yeah.
awesome. And it was just like we were all just like a bunch of whiny girls. And like the male gym teacher was like, I hate these bitches so much. And we would all just like walk around and be like, hi, you suck, Mr. Holzer. The whole time. It was
I
awesome.
feel like
90% of gym for me was just walking around the track.
Yeah, for
Especially
real.
the badminton unit. In the badminton unit, I was a fucking pro. I was a snake.
Only
in
sport I'll play.
Did you guys walk the mile though? Did you walk the mile? Like
We'd have to run it. Like they would yell at you if you didn't run. I had
Yeah,
a 14-minute mile.
we had to run.
I took 14
Yeah, I think-
minutes to get around that bitch. I was like, haha. I would run like this.
that actually makes me feel so good, Chrissy. I eventually had a 9-minute mile, but it was because I was so mortified that if I was ever the last one, and people were cheering for me. I was like, don't you fucking dare cheer for me.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck
you
off.
know I'm slow.
like
You
chariots
know I'm
of
not
fire.
athletic.
I like
So-
being
amazing.
Like I would be the last person on purpose to piss off my gym teacher. I'd be like, "Fuck off, Mr. Holzer." I'd be like, "I'm running."
I would have loved you then. That would have been so helpful to me.
I wish that we could have had high school together.
Right? That would have been beautiful. I wish I lived in Pennsylvania somewhere. for
No one
high
ever said
school.
That was the first time that
You're
that
definitely getting paid to say
Anyone ever said
that by
that.
the state of
for real.
Pennsylvania.
Okay, I'll Venmo you $5 for saying that. Thank you.
That was sponsored. I can just.
You said to try to fit it in somewhere.
Sponsored by Delaware Valley High School.
Oh my gosh.
It was named one of the top high schools in Pennsylvania, and I think that is like an oxymoron. Because they suck, and like, why would you want to be the top high school in Pennsylvania? They were fucking
Better
hard.
than like
yours top high school?
Yeah, they were like, our high school's the top public high school in Pennsylvania. And I was like, that's such a lie. There's no way that's true. And we had like a banner. It was like top 50 public schools. I was like, there are 50 public schools in Pennsylvania.
I don't think that's something to brag about in PA. Like, what is the competition? Exactly.
Nothing. There was a school like that. There was a school district that was also in PA, but like they didn't do anything. And like we didn't do anything either. And that automatically made us the coolest one, I guess.
So true. And then they took all of our funding away and stopped feeding us. And then Michelle Obama was like, maybe you guys should eat a salad. Then all the kids that wear camo boots and had a dip in were like,
Oh no.
I hate how it cut you off at the punchline.
Oh, damn it.
wait, I was so interested.
my shit's frozen.
I thought maybe now that we're back in school, Riley would have better internet.
It just made it look like I don't know how it looks for you guys. It made it look like your lip was quivering for a second.
Can you hear us?
You're back.
Hey. Y'all got the Wi-Fi upgrade or something? What's wrong with me?
I got Xfinity. Ooh, that's so
I'm
funny.
not making that face.
That just happened.
Oh shit, guys, I'm breaking up. I have to go. So sorry.
Finish your little story.
What the fuck? Where was I? What was I talking about?
You were
You were
talking
right at
about the kids
dipping.
with camo and they had a
Dip.
dip in.
Oh, so I was just talking about myself. No, what was I saying about them though?
When Michelle
So
Obama
that you really admire them.
Oh yes, and it was after Michelle Obama was like, "You guys should eat a salad," and then the dippers were like, "Yeah, this is the gulag." Yeah, that was the story. It wasn't even that funny. Too drawn out now.
That was so much for so little.
It took us 6 years to get to that punchline.
Cut it out.
Ooh, my
Editor.
I remember my high school actually like did rank pretty high like academically. So like there were a lot of smart kids, which actually sucked if you were stupid. Like, it was actually the worst.
Oh my god.
Has it ever been awesome to be stupid?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Half the kids in my grade I thought were like a grade above me, but they were all just in accelerated classes.
Coming out as the dumb kid right now to us. Is that what you're trying to tell us, Quill?
Yes.
This guy eats his own shit. Am I right? Like,
Dumb as fuck.
Will is so dumb. How dumb is he? Kid eats his own fucking shit. What a loser.
LOL.
He wasn't even in the smart classes in high school.
No, actually, I mean, it was just
Loser.
everyone was so smart that if you like got B's, it was like there's something. This kid's in the head. There's something seriously wrong with this kid.
God. It's Long Island. It's not fucking Yale. Jesus.
for real. Half the kids in my class, that's not much. It's like 5 kids. They like flunked out and they were like, if you go pick up the empty cig boxes from the track, you guys can graduate. And then they were like, okay, cool.
That's the type of education I needed.
Pennsylvania education, baby. There's nowhere in the world like it. Legitimately.
There's nothing like it.
Did you guys do like senior pranks in high school?
No,
Was that a
they
thing?
would shut down the school.
Oh.
The last week of school, we were on lockdown. You couldn't leave because they were afraid of that.
Really?
My freshman year of high school, one of the pranks was that this was my sophomore year. One of the pranks was that they buttered all the hallways, all the floors. They like oiled them up.
That's
Some
expensive.
Some kid fell and hurt himself, and they arrested kids who.
God.
My senior year, like it was kind of like a long like tradition of like you kind of go to the school and like you I don't know, it was like you the plan was we were going to go to school like at like 9 p.m. a little crazy, and we were going to go into all the rooms and stack up all the desks and chairs, so it was just like in each room it was a tower.
How are you going to get in the building?
That's so much work.
Well, so because it was like a tradition that the seniors did like a harmless prank kind of thing, the custodial staff let us into the school. And well,
You
this
slipped
is
him a
pretty 20. But our class, I don't know what triggered everyone, but people full on vandalized our school.
Yeah, that happened to us too.
Like I know I'm not gonna out
How
myself.
Frank is.
But like no, people like spray painted things on the wall, like on the white
No.
walls. People like just like they didn't stack the chairs, they threw the chairs. Like it was horrible.
Oh my fucking
But
god.
specifically in our like black box like theater, like the theater room or whatever. I'm gonna say, because she's not gonna fucking see this. Our teacher was hated by everyone.
Yeah,
very-
you see that? She's watching this right now. What was her name? Name her.
No, I can't.
Be like Will, just name drop.
You definitely signed an NDA.
I can't.
Keep going.
Okay. But yeah, we trashed the entire theater. Like there was this is horrible.
Fuck
I'm
yeah!
saying we literally like we threw shit everywhere. Like it was horrible. We tore papers up. Clearly we were traumatized by our time in the theater department there, but there was like a giant bookcase of all of the plays, and I didn't do it, but I was there, and someone pushed it over and it scattered across the whole floor. And then someone wrote in red paint on this giant poster board, and it was like they wrote in like, so it kind of looked like blood, and they just wrote "Why us?" ?
All right, that's funny. That's funny.
And the next day at school, she like played it off so well And then she went into her office. She was like, oh my God, you guys are so silly. You're crazy. And then she went into her office and we heard her just sobbing. Horrible. But in
Good.
our defense, she was also horrible to us.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Why
So successful senior prank, dare I say.
My
Um,
freshman year,
vandalized, committed acts of like
You ruined someone mentally.
you mentally broke the teacher.
my freshman year, the prank was that I walked into school and the school was plastered with pictures of Nicolas Cage, which
See,
is
that's
hilarious. It was very funny.
Exactly.
I hate shit like that.
Until they started vandalizing the outside of the school, and then those kids got arrested. Someone was getting arrested every year.
Get
It was
arrested,
known.
like
Our senior prank, they all came to school on bicycles, which is not a prank for the school. It's a prank for them. They're all just
People-
fucking riding school on a bicycle.
People were doing fucking burnouts in the parking lot.
Oh,
A
that
bunch
was
of my friends, like out of nowhere, just brought amps and guitars and like set it up that they were about to play like fun music, and they just started playing black metal in the middle of lunch, and kids were like, "Oh!"
That's a cool prank though. That's kind of
No,
cool.
it was cool, and like senior pranks, like I said, like kids got arrested and whatnot. Like it was intense. And then my junior year, I transferred to boarding school, and the senior prank was like, we're all gonna leave at lunch and go have a water gun fight.
That's
I'm
kinda
like,
sick.
pussy! I came from public school, motherfucker. I've seen some shit.
Nicolas Cage.
The only memorable senior prank that I remember, I think it was my freshman year. It was just, the other ones were just lame. This one was just disturbing. Or like it was just like a group of kids like brought milk jugs and they were chugging milk throughout the day, and then they would just throw up milk. It's disgusting.
That's kind of funny.
Who was that a prank on?
I don't know. You walk through the hallway, you're.
He blew all the toilets off the face of the earth. We got him.
Yeah. It was
So
Fire.
funny behavior.
like,
Prank.
That's honestly kind of psychotic.
It's not even a prank. Oh my god.
These are all of our Joker origin stories. So clear now why we were kids.
Our
my
vandalism was
biggest
nothing.
fear. My biggest fear was throwing up at school, because you always remember the kid that threw up in school.
Yeah.
I was like, I cannot have this happen to me. Just to be
You
in
know how
class and
many-
be like,
I'm sorry.
yes, Max, and then fucking paint the wall.
Oh
I
my
couldn't have that.
God. Do you know when like I remember like I saw this TikTok the other day that made me piss my pants laughing. It was like no one, and then kids in second grade, and they just get up and fucking throw up. They can't even go to the bathroom and get to the garbage can and stand up.
Oh yeah, what is with kids?
They don't know how to voice their.
This is why I'm not having kids. I'm not bringing a little fucker like that into the planet. Oh my god.
Like they're only eating dino nuggets and like fucking green
Cereal and
beans
milk.
and shit.
We literally would get fed like strawberry milk and like breadsticks. And
What do
they
you
would
think is
like
gonna
them.
come from that?
For real.
It's not sitting well. I'm unhappy. You know what?
Lunch at 10:30.
And then they'd throw like those like wood chips on it. They just give it like a little shake. One time we had
It was
one
like
time some kid threw up on the bus and we had to switch buses because of how much.
It's
And
biohazard.
I was carrying my trombone home. I had to lug that thing again. I was unhappy.
There was one time that these kids on the bus, like they had thrown something out the bus window and it hit the car behind us, and the bus driver stopped the bus and was like, "Did you fucking do that?" She like got up and like walked back and she was like, "Did you fucking do that?" And the kids were like, no. She's like, "I'm gonna kick you off the fucking bus if you ever do that."
Sam, I'm literally the kid that you
That's
guys are
sick.
telling stories about. I threw some kid's shoe off the bus. Literally just fucking. And the bus driver was like, well, he was blind in one eye, so that helped. So he was like, what was that? She was blind.
He heard it.
Why was
he
he
heard
a
it.
bus
Wait.
driver?
He heard the shoe.
Couldn't turn his
racing
neck
in the air.
either. He'd literally be like, guys, is there a car coming?
So a man with no depth perception was
No depth perception.
driving
He
kids
turned his
to and
neck,
fro.
blind in
He's
one
literally
eye.
a walking blindside.
I think he was legally a midget as well. Like he was a very small man.
How did he drive a bus?
I don't know how I'm still alive. I was like,
It
oh
was
my
like in Toy Story where he had all the toys on one pedal. Push!
And then
I'll
he's
stay up here on the wheel.
then he'd be like, yo, do one of you kids have Copenhagen mint?
Who's got
Everyone was
green
different.
lawn cut in the back?
He's like, yeah.
He knew you guys did. I mean, in his defense.
He didn't give a fuck. He was like, if you can't beat them, join them.
I was once in a bus accident.
No.
Well, it wasn't. All right, so here's what happened. I was sitting on the bus. We were at a red light, and we got bumped from the back. And we just got nudged. We just got nudged. And we were like, what the fuck is that?
Accident. That's a
My
bus
bus driver
driver.
had to get fucking stretchered off because she had whiplash. There were police cars everywhere, ambulances. And then one time I was on the bus, and we got to the bus stop right in front, the bus stop before my house. There was a SWAT team everywhere, fucking police cars everywhere. We were like, what's going on? They were like, oh, some woman's getting held at gunpoint. Shouldn't be too long. We were like, what?
Till what? Shouldn't be too long. Till what?
Shouldn't be like, I know that. I was like, what?
So he shoots him and runs away.
I was like,
Oh my
Mom,
God.
lock the doors.
Wow, Goshen. I love that.
Yeah, the real hood. The real hood.
High school.
I would have
People
stepped in.
ATVing down my road. Yeah! Nothing runs
Man.
like a deer, bitch.
Shut the fuck up. Did we all go to the same high school?
Yeah, we
We
all,
went to the
we all
same
collectively
high
went to the same one.
That's crazy.
I really want, like, my sociology teacher in high school, he, like, was really old, and he was, like, the best man to ever exist on planet Earth. And he was like, I'm writing a book. And we were like, oh, what's the book? He's like, how fucking horrible this school is. And he's, like, writing down all the stories that he's encountered since he's been here. He found a couple, I've talked about this before, a couple having sex in the ceiling, naked.
That's sick as fuck. Oh
Couple
my
having
God,
sex.
that's so
He opened the one unisex
so
bathroom
amazing.
to find a naked man trying to shove his naked girlfriend into the ceiling. That's the first thing. The second thing he had seen, a girl had come up to him and she was like, oh my God, my boyfriend just broke up with me. And he's like, oh, like, don't worry, you'll find someone else. And she's like, nobody else wants to tie me up.
Hey!
Why would you say that to a
Kids were
teacher?
16. These kids
He's
were
3.5. And he was like, what?
How
Oh my
is
God.
that, like,
Was he an English teacher or a history teacher who was also a
Sociology.
basketball coach?
The hours,
Sociology taught the Model UN team.
Mm.
the hours
Oh,
of
nice.
school are between 8 and 3. Who is that horny between the hours of 8 and 3 in the morning?
When
That's
you're
what I was saying. I was like, you guys really couldn't wait until 3 o'clock to go bonk. You
Not
really
even
had
the
to
fuck.
do
The
it?
fact that fucking in the ceiling is kind of metal, but I mean, just going up to your sociology teacher and being like, "Oh my God, someone tie me up, please!" Like, did they get her the school counselor immediately?
Hopefully. He was like, I'll never be a he was the only teacher that was allowed to talk about adult material because we had to sign a permission slip to be in his class because it was sociology.
Wow. So they were like, "This
So
might
he was like, let me tell you something, adult. A girl wanted to be tied up outside in the hallway hysterically.
Oh.
Oh my God.
He was the best. He was like, I'm writing a book. I hate this school so much. They only let him taught sociology. His PhD was in war history. He's like, can I please teach a class about war? And they're like, no, sociology. He's like, the fuck? I have my PhD.
Like, fine. I will
that
talk.
sounds like the public school system of America.
He's like, I guess I'll kink shame teenagers. My fucking war class. Fuck it. This bitch, kinky. She's disgusting, kinky bitch.
Yeah, well, what is he? The nerve of him to go tell
out
everyone.
like that.
Well,
Yeah.
he didn't kink shame her. He was like, why are you telling me this? He's like, I'm like 50
Kink shamed her?
and you're not 50.
Yeah. What do you want me to do about that?
Don't answer that question.
The thing about the sex in the ceiling, though, that was probably one of the
Sex in
funniest
the
things
ceiling.
ever
That's
existed.
the title for a show right there. Sex in the City. Fuck that. I only know Sex in the Ceiling.
in like those shitty tile ceilings that like could fall down at any second.
Wait, yeah, how did they stay up
Imagine
there?
it would be.
They
so
didn't.
much
He
funnier.
got her up there and then she fell. And that's what he walked in on.
Oh.
He walked in on her half in the ceiling and she fell and broke the ceiling and they were both naked. And
Why would you not put your clothes back on? Where were the clothes? Like,
Well, they couldn't, Riley. She fell.
oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry,
It
my
would have
bad.
been
I
so
was like,
much
I don't get
funnier.
paid enough for
You're
this shit.
planning
He,
their
like,
escape.
closed the door and then walked out.
Yes.
It would have been so much funnier if he was like sitting at his desk grading papers, and all of a sudden, a naked couple just collapses through the ceiling. And
That
they
would
look
be
at him like,
so funny.
he's like, yeah, just get out of here.
His like room was right across from the only unisex bathroom we had in the school district. So
Nice.
like his job was to go check it every once in a while.
Anyone fucking?
Sometimes he would knock and I'd be in there taking a dump. I'd be like, I love this
Why
bathroom.
did it take you so long to say dumb?
Taking
What were you
a,
actually doing?
taking a
Dump.
dump.
Were you tying that girl up?
I was having sex in the
You were
unisex.
helping her. You were helping her.
I
She was
wish.
falling out of the ceiling.
I wish that I could muster up the courage to be that horny at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
Did you guys have DECA, like the business, like it's sort of like Model UN, but like for
We had FBLA.
What's that?
It's like that, but it's a different name.
Oh, okay.
It's like business.
Time.
It's like business, right? You like play a. It's like business sports. You like pick
Yeah, or like you present on like some advertising strategy. Yeah, it's the future business majors at liberal arts schools. That's what it is. It's it's those people.
Yeah,
I just remember it was right before Vine like ended. So that was a moment. But right before Vine ended, this kid who was like 2 years above me got in trouble because there was a Vine posted of him at the DECA trip in Florida. And it was him running naked through like the resort that they were staying in or something, and like running through a golf I was just gonna say a golf field. What's it called? A golf course. But basically they found out because people like snitched on him that he was running because the police were chasing him because they were smoking weed, and
They were doing marijuana.
They were doing marijuana, and they were also having an alcohol party, and they were
alcohol party.
You're using such like high school.
They were running naked in a golf field.
We're just cosplaying that we're in high school right now.
Go to
but
a
he
party and someone hands you a beer and you just start violently shaking. Oh no! I'm there, aren't I?
Oh my god. Okay, long story short, he decided the only option was to shove the rest of the weed up his butt and run naked.
Nice.
And it was caught on nothing but Vine.
I bet it blew up.
The same we got 6 seconds of that.
Wow.
Vine was
That TikTok wasn't around. We could have got a whole minute of that. What a shame.
We only got 6 seconds. 7?
What a shame.
Yeah.
the best 6 seconds ever was a Vine.
So
That's
true.
so funny.
Back when our brains produced serotonin last time.
Now TikTok, I feel like TikTok sometimes I'm like, wow, that's the coolest thing I've seen all day, and then I like it, and then I never look at it again.
So true.
I
Same.
learned how to do percents the other night because of TikTok.
What do you mean?
Like
This is what happens when you go to boarding school and not public school.
what?
We do percents.
I don't know what that means.
I do
Okay.
percents.
This happens when you play soccer, or what did you use? Tennis? Something like that?
No, so
Soccer
I've never been good at math.
No math in there.
I
Move
never
the
knew how to
decimal.
like take the percentage of a number really that well. And then there was a math problem on TikTok where it was like take 23% of 50.
Oh, 23? I only know how to do the tens.
And then I was like, what the fuck? And then I kept watching and they were like, well, it's simple. If you take 50% of 23, that's also the answer. So the answer was like 11, like 11 and a half, whatever it is. And then I was like, holy fuck. And I started doing it with other numbers. And then I FaceTimed my mom. And I was like, Mom.
Madame Wiener.
I was like, yes, Madame Wiener. I FaceTimed my mom and she's like, is everything okay? I was like, Mom, I have great news. She's like, what? I was like, I can do percents
What do you do when you go to a restaurant and you have to tip 20%? What do you do?
20% I know how to do. Just 'cause-
Okay. That's what you
Yeah.
should know. Like when
Well,
you
you
go
use
to
your phone calculator. That's what you do.
No, I know. Like the only thing
That's
I know
what
how
I
to
do.
is tip at a restaurant 20%.
King.
Oh.
So
when you go
Are
to
we
like
gonna
the
get your
store.
math lessons? Are you gonna give math lessons tonight? Are we gonna put that on our Patreon or something?
please don't.
Fund Max's math lessons.
Hear us talk about high school here, or you can go this link down below. Go to our Patreon.
Khan Academy, newest.
Yeah.
God bless that man.
Khan Academy is so goated, it's absurd.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
Khan Academy makes me nervous. I try so hard, but like our school was like not that good. So then I would like go on Khan Academy and they'd be like Algebra 2 and it would be none of the shit I was learning and I'd be like, I'm dying.
Didn't the guy get canceled, like who made it or something?
What? How?
I don't
Khan
know.
himself?
That's what I'm asking. Your wealth of knowledge, all of
There's
you.
so much power in the YouTube math industry.
Oh
Okay.
my-
All right. I think we should wrap this boy up.
Yeah.
Everyone say
Great.
goodbye.
If you need help with parabolic functions, hit me up.
Patreon down below.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Khan
Subscribe,
Academy link
like.
right below.
The link is below if you need help with calculus.
I'm leaving.